desire or the love that he's lost. I think it's the psychological side that he's struggling to deal with. And I think that's, believing in his own ability, his own self-confidence, believing in his own ability. That's where he's at right now. And I think that's what he needs to repair. I don't think it's the love and the desire, because I know that he loves the sport. I know that he's still in love with it.
I'll just cut you in there, because the desire and the love comes with how much you want to be in there, and you know what you've got to put your body through. Anthony Joshua doesn't want to run anymore.
No, but he wants to be in there, but
he doesn't like running. Robert McCracken, his old trainer, told me he doesn't want to go on any runs. He doesn't want to spar. Robert McCracken, his old trainer, told me he doesn't want to go on any runs. He doesn't want to spar.
Robert McCracken, his old trainer, told me he doesn't want to go on any runs. He doesn't want to spar.
And there you have it, folks. Carl Froch spilling the beans, revealing news that Rob McCracken shared with him in confidence about Anthony Joshua, that he doesn't like to do the road work. He doesn't like hard sparring. Therefore, Carl Froch's analysis on Anthony Joshua is he's a guy that doesn't want it anymore. And let me counterpunch. The irony of this is, this reminds me a lot of Deontay Wilder early on when he was with Mark Breland. Mark Breland exposed Deontay Wilder's lazy tactics, his unwillingness to want to do the yard work, the road work, the extensive training it takes to be where he needed to be who he's supposed to be. Hopefully that's what he's doing with Malik Scott, but needless to say, he wasn't like that with Mark Breland. Mark Breland told the whole story, okay? And it was trickled down to his son, Anthony Breland, okay, which was a friend of the channel and still is. And he revealed some of the similar things his father was telling him about Deontay Wilder, where it was things that Deontay didn't want to do, and because he didn't want to do them, okay, there it is. Well, reflection to the other Libra former champion, Anthony Joshua, as Carl Froch says that, hey, Anthony did not want to do the road work. He didn't want a heavy spar. And this is new news to me, because normally the perception of Anthony Joshua, gym rat. I mean, straight up guy that lives in the gym. He eats, sleeps, gym, work, hard work, dedication. And if this is true, people, which I'm not doubting Carl Froch, but it would definitely explain a lot. Why? Because AJ, if you look back at the last Usyk fight, the rematch, Usyk Joshua 2 in Saudi Arabia, and if you look at that fight, it was almost like a person that didn't or only had a limited amount of fuel. And you got to wonder, like, someone is in that good a shape, you would think that he would be able to do a lot more than he did in the 9th round. Not saying that he did a shit job in that whole fight, because he did work the body more and he did what he thought he had to do to win the fight. And it crushed him when he found out that he didn't. However, I think him making excuses after that fight, saying I'm 18 stone, and saying that he's a big guy and he really took up boxing at a late age, making these type of justification excuses up. Now, what we know and learn about AJ is that I feel maybe he wasn't in as shape as we thought he was. Like, take, for example, his first loss. He looked like a colossus, right? He was chiseled, ripped, and everything. But just because you look a certain way doesn't mean you're conditioned for the particular job at hand, okay? The task at hand is not met. You can look like anything. You can appear like anyone. But are you physically, mentally, and spiritually ready for that task? That's the question about AJ. So if he was slacking when he was with McCracken, like McCracken told Carl and Carl told Talk Sports and Talk Sports told the world, well, that would explain a lot. And I would get that. I can understand that 100%. Now, the new question is, what type of shape will Ben Davison get him in? Or will he be in control of that? Because it seems like the same people are with him with strength and conditioning that stays with him. Even with Derek James. You know, and I heard AJ brag on Derek James on how, again, American trainers are harder on their fighters. They train them more extensive than British ones. Then you go back with a British fighter. Or is it only this one time? See, we don't know. You know, but if anything, if that's what they're saying is true, AJ really needs to show that he wants to win. And how do you prove you want to win? Well, you prove you want to win by doing the same things that got you here. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done. But if you had something that you want again, you have to do the things that you used to do. And if he's not doing them, that reflects why he gets tired. That reflects why he doesn't seem to have the energy or the strength or whatever, especially in grueling fights. So it explains a lot, and he's come in a lot bigger. I mean, AJ's huge now. So that just shows you a lot in comparison to 19 when he shredded all that muscle and he was able to move around a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently. But this is huge news for me hearing this from Carl Froch. And if there's any relationship that I know that's 100 and solid, that's Carl Froch and Rob McCracken. So you guys tell me what you think of Carl Froch spilling the beans that in Rob McCracken's camp, AJ did not want to do the road work. He didn't want to run. Neither did he want hard sparring. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!